Yo, what is going on, YouTube? How's it going? If you are a returning subscriber, thank you very much for joining us again. And if you are new here and enjoyed this video, please do subscribe. We talk about a lot of dividend stocks here, also growth stocks, and I like to have a good mix in between, really just trying to help people out, not trying to do this for anything but just to help people out. It's more of like a passion project here. But today I'm going to show you guys my dividend portfolio that I have on Fidelity and M1 Finance. Now, these are both fairly new accounts within the last year because dividend investing has become more of a priority in an actual individual account rather than just my Roth. And this is just my individual accounts. I'm not showing my Roth, but these accounts have roughly $10,000 between the two of them. I started them just this last year. So you guys get to see over 1 year, how far have we gone with just a few stocks. There isn't a lot of diversification in here. There's not enough money to really diversify and make it actually effective. So just keep that in mind before you try to toast me in the comments. When you don't have a lot of money in an account, there's no reason to have 20 different stocks. So first I want to show you guys just the M1 Finance account. It only has $1,000 in it. As you guys know, we started this way back in, I guess, October. I've been kind of journaling this one over the time. It's been growing pretty steadily. Very few deposits. Like my deposits here are only 20, 30 bucks, maybe a week sometimes. And I'd say since the new year, I haven't even put new money into this thing. All this is a referral. I got a bunch of referrals right here from you guys using my link down below. I appreciate a lot when you guys use my link. We both get 10 bucks right now. It was 30 bucks for a little bit, might turn into 30 again eventually. And this has all just been organic growth through one, dividends, and two, reinvesting the dividends, plus just, of course, growth. As you guys can see, we did a pretty good job picking the stocks, 21%. So this is comprised of mostly ETFs. I'm just going to be real with you guys, mostly ETFs, and these ETFs are up big. We got them really at the bottom of the market, but I do have a small portion with blue chips, and we also have a small portion with REITs. Now, I'm not going to go into every single one of these. I'm just going to give you the actual dividend amount for this account because I'm more worried about the Fidelity account. Has a lot more money in it. All right, so as you guys can see, we can see all the dividends here. We also get to see the referral fees. As you guys see, anytime you sign up or use my link, we both get the same referral bonus of $10, which is pretty cool. But yeah, after all these dividends, we've got a lot of payouts. I'm not going to go over every single one for the M1 account. We're going to do that in the Fidelity account though. But it equated to a whopping $3.96. Now moving on over to the dividend account on Fidelity, it has current value of $8,900. And if we were to sort it by value, Nordstrom's is by far the number one there. I at one point had like 150 shares, and that really wasn't that high of a cost basis. Only a $1,300 cost basis where we're sitting right now, and it has a current value of $3,600. So that's been a good one for us. Dividends have been a little slow on that one. Obviously, dividends have been slow on most companies. But then we have Realty Income. That one's only up 7%. That's a newer position here. It's 29% of the account. So as you guys see, these things are really large percentages of the account. Like Nordstrom is a huge percentage of the account, and I'm okay with that right now. But once this account starts having real money in it, like 20, 30, 40, get into the double digits here, I'll start diversifying a little bit more, especially once we get into the six figures. Once we get into the six figures, there's no shot that Nordstrom is even going to be 10% of the account. Realty Income though, we have 30 shares. That's a monthly dividend payer. VYM, this is Vanguard's dividend ETF, the high dividend ETF, and that's about 21% of the total account. Macerich, we've done pretty good here, 38% up since when we bought it at $8.58 per share, and we have 126 shares. And then Walgreens, I have a small position in this. I bought this thing almost at the low of the market, really. 38 is my cost basis. I've been buying it all up in that range, and I stopped buying it once we get above 40. But our cost basis is $8.15, and it's currently worth $11.92. So that one's up 46%. Unfortunate we didn't have enough money to put more into that, but it is what it is. Keep in mind this account only has $8,900, but we are going to go into each dividend we got paid. So we're going to start off with the third of the month. We had Macerich coming in with a $18.90 dividend payment. This was not reinvested. I don't want to put any more money into the mall REIT right now. I just saw a big opportunity there back when it was really cheap. And obviously we've seen that's up 40% on capital appreciation, but this $18.90 is good money to put into other stocks. But this is one I really still like for the dividends because as you guys could see, this is the one that actually got paid out to me in March, even though it was declared on 2/17, but it got brought out on March, and that was only 15 cents a share is what we got from it. And if we just look at last year, it was getting at 70 cents per quarter per share. share. So if we get back up to those numbers, this yield is going to be incredible. We're going to be picking up pretty big checks. So I'm pretty excited about this one. I'm going to keep this one in the account. I'm just not buying any more at the moment. The next stock that paid us was on 3/12 of 21, and that was Walgreens. They had a dividend here, and that was $9.82. I'm not worried about Walgreens one bit. I think this company is going to continue to grow their dividend at least. I don't really care so much about capital appreciation here. We're already up 40%. I bought this thing on a big dip. I still think it's a little undervalued, but not any more than 10% in my opinion, but who knows? The stock market has been running. I didn't think Nordstrom was worth 200% more than I bought it, but hey, we're here now. But this one's dividend is going to continue to go up, and I'd consider buying this at another dip if I get more capital into the account. But they do not cut their dividends. They are the king of dividends. As you guys can see, they don't lower their dividends at all, and they have 44 years of dividend payments. Next one that paid us is a monthly payer. So this one keeps raising, which is really awesome. So last month, for example, Realty Income paid us $8.48. I have not put any more money into this. This is just reinvesting. And this month it paid us $8.98. Now it's not a lot of money, but if it goes up 50 cents and then it's going to go up 60 cents, and then eventually we'll get to the point where this thing's paying us 10, 20 bucks more each and every month. And eventually it'll become a nice chunk of change. I'm not trying to make this my income or anything. I'm just doing it for fun because I really find dividends pretty cool. It's kind of the only true form of passive income, like 100% passive income. All I did was buy a stock and I received $9 this month, which is really awesome. All that gets reinvested right back into realty. So we're going to see what it does next month and the month after that. So stay tuned for that. I could do these every single month, but we won't get a lot of dividends every month with an account like this with not a lot of stocks. Last but not least, we got VYM. This is a bigger one because their yield isn't that large, but we have a good amount of money in this. But we received $11.90. That was reinvested back in, and this is a quarterly paying one. VYM is a really interesting one, and I say this mostly because their dividend growth. Over the past 10 years, they've grown their dividend year over year 10% a year. So this dividend is growing crazy. I like the snowball effect. You guys have seen the video probably on my snowball effect video, but this snowball really gets rolling whenever you see that this over the past 10 years, you get to see that these dividends improve pretty drastically. And 10 years further, I'm sure this thing's going to be in the dollars, plus we get the actual share appreciation. In 2016, this thing was roughly 70 bucks, and now it's 100, 105 almost. So not only are we getting a 10% growth on the dividend, we're also getting a pretty nice capital appreciation. It's not massive, no Tesla, no growth or anything, but it's consistent companies that really pay out. This is the type of company to hold companies like Walgreens and the big behemoths that always pay their dividends. They're not huge flyers in the growth category, but they're always out here growing. So that is our dividends. I do have more dividends in like Robinhood and stuff, but I use it more as like a high yield savings account. I put it all in SPHD. Now this might seem a little risky to you. I have no problem with it. I'm putting like a little amount of savings in it. It's up like 5% or something. Plus we get the dividends every single month. So I'm not worried about it. It's only a few $1,000s. But yeah, this is a monthly payer. I like the monthly payers. It really gets the compound going really fast once you have a substantial amount of money in it. If you just think about it, if you get $5,000 a year from dividends and you just reinvest that without putting any more money in, you just made $5,000 plus the next year you might make $5,500 off these dividends. So dividend investing can be so powerful. That's all I really want to show in these videos where I talk about dividends. Yes, I like growth stocks. Yes, I like it for people that are really trying to expedite their wealth way quicker. But for people looking for a retirement stream, looking for supplemental income for their future, this is a good way to do it. Some people don't like the whole get rich slow thing, but 10, 20 years from now, you could be rocking $4,000 or $5,000 of dividend income every single month, which in my opinion, that's pretty solid for literally doing nothing. So for all of you that are keeping score, this equates to $53.50 between both of the accounts. It's not a huge amount of money, but the goal is to get to $1,000 a month. I'll keep you guys up to date on that. I'll continue to update you, maybe bi-monthly, maybe not every single month, because some months are going to be way slower than others. But as we continue to progress, I will continue to update you all. So have a great rest of your day. Remember to hit that subscribe button, notification bell, like the video, do all of that. Help me get this video out there, especially if you do appreciate dividend accounts. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.